Political repressions have intensified over the past year. Also, sharp increase has been observed in the number of political prisoners since 2003. 26 new political prisoners have been recorded this year. The total number of political prisoners now exceeds 70, said Institute for Peace and Democracy Director Leyla Yunus at a press conference devoted to the International Human Rights Day. She named the 13 prisoners jailed for their involvement in the April 2nd peaceful protest, youth activists Bakhtiyar Hajiyev and Jabbar Savalanli, human rights defender Vidadi Isgandarli and APFP activist Shahin Hasanli as new political prisoners. These 17 have been recognized by Amnesty International as prisoners of conscience and mark a shocking increase. Azerbaijan now has more political prisoners than Belarus. According to Leyla Yunus, the leader of Azerbaijan National Statehood Party, Nemat Panahla, Azerbaijan Islamic Party leader Mohsen Samadov, and 5 more party members, as well as other jailed Muslims, are also political prisoners. She drew attention to the nature of the charges brought against the above prisoners' attempt to seize power. These charges have been brought up against groups regularly. It happened in 1994, 95, 2000, 2005, 2007, and now Islamists are in jail under this charge. According to Yunus, the main reason for the arrest of Islamists is Samadov's serious criticism of the Azerbaijani ruling establishment's policy in early 2011. The Institute for Peace and Democracy has recognized 2 more religious followers as prisoners of conscience, Fakhri Ilyasov and Azad Jabiev, who were arrested in Ganja charged with hooliganism. Another area that saw increased restrictions in 2011 is freedom of expression. Yunus gave the example of the arrest of Kural newspaper editor-in-chief Avaz Zeynallah and also referred to the recent murder of writer and journalist Rafik Taga. This crime shows that the lives of those who promote independent thinking in Azerbaijan are in grave danger, she said. In addition to the 26 new prisoners on the list of IPD, there is another 25 political prisoners from peer lists compiled during Azerbaijan's admittance to the CE and thereafter. The IPD has also recognized as political prisoners the 10 people convicted in 2007 on the so-called case of Seyid Dadashbeyli, charges of collaboration with the intelligence agencies of Iran and attempt to overthrow the constitutional order. The basis for the recognition of these people as political prisoners is an obvious falsification in the nature of criminal case as well as the absurdity of the charges. Specifically, the materials note their connection with hostile to each other radical religious organizations and secret services. In particular, it refers to the Hezbollah, Hamas, Fatah, Al-Qaeda, Christian groups, intelligence services of Iran, and even Israel. Before the arrest, most of the accused didn't know each other. According to the relatives, the young men were suspects due to their humanitarian action among followers as to what caused concern about growing popularity of educated people in a religious environment. The political prisoners list produced by the Institute for Peace and Democracy also includes youth activist Ruslan Bashirli, former police commander Nizami Shahmuradov, the driver of the former public prosecutor of Baku Mehman Mehmedov, former ministers Farhad Aliyev, Ali Insanov, and several more people arrested in 2005 who were charged with attempting to seize power and later with economic crimes. Yunus emphasized that all on the IPD list are political prisoners, not only on the criteria of Amnesty International, but on 5 criteria determined for Azerbaijan by the expert appointed of the CAE Secretary General in 2001. Yunus commented that in 2011 the situation has deteriorated in the sphere for freedom of speech and expression. She mentioned the arrest of Kural newspaper chief editor Avaz Zeynallah, but the most disturbing and flagrant she called the murder of publicist Rafik Taga. This terrorist act strengthens self-censorship among journalists and other creative professions. This crime shows that it's dangerous for free-thinking people to live in Azerbaijan, stated Yunus. Property rights were another key issue. This year, 60,000 people were stripped of their property without proper compensation. 50,000 more are expected to face the same fate. Yunus' organization intends to investigate the instances of property rights violation and present the factile to international bodies. IPD intends to generalize all these violations of property rights and to submit them to international organizations. She also pointed out that in 2011, the same situation with other democratic freedoms had also deteriorated.